What is up? Ordinary Extraordinary Brother in the house. And this is a follow-up to the video about holding fans accountable. And one of the things we got to understand is when it comes to leadership and people being bloggers, influencers, or any sort of thing like that, they can only do what the fans will tolerate. So if someone comes out with something positive and he or she doesn't get no love, but people are coming out with negative stuff and they're getting what is perceived to be love, or they're getting all the attention, they're getting endorsements, they're getting, whatever out of it. And the people who are trying to do positive things are not getting the endorsement, then, that's a problem. And really, the fans really decide what people come up with, because you come up with stuff that's going to do well with the fans. And a lot of people don't like to deal with that, but that's a fact. The people who are leaders really don't lead. The fans lead the leaders on how to lead them. That's like if someone is running around, let's just use a prank channel for example. If someone's running around grabbing girls' butts and running away, or pouring orange juice on people, or pretending to threaten people, or just doing something that's messed up as far as a prank is concerned, intimidating and scaring people, or doing these pranks where you see somebody get shot and then you hear gunshots and all of that sort of stuff, that can really scare somebody. But if those channels get the most reviews and they get the most views and comments and likes and shares, then people are going to think that in order to get somewhere, they got to be like that. And it's the same thing with music. If you start spitting that garbage about murder and disrespecting women, threesomes, and all this craziness, and just acting hood and showing off all these gold chains, and that gets people to pay you some attention, then people are going to be more likely to do that than they are going to be doing some lyrical or some conscious, sort of music, right? And so that's what we got to understand. The fans have a lot of power. They decide what people put out depending on how they react to it and how they respond to it. And that's one of the things people don't like to talk about. They really don't look at it that way. And I can't necessarily say they don't want to talk about it, but they sure act like it doesn't exist. The fans cause a lot of problems. And if the fans were like, nah, we're not tolerating this disrespect that you're doing to people, we're going to do something different, then people would stop. But people are, egged on. They're encouraged to be destructive. They're encouraged to be toxic. They're encouraged to be destructive, to be negative. They're encouraged to do these things, so they're going to keep doing it. The biggest thing is we got to begin to hold the fans, not the cans, oh my God, but the fans accountable. And that's the biggest thing I think people are not doing. We can hold the content creators accountable, but we should definitely hold the fans accountable. We need to definitely do that. That's one of the things, people don't talk about, and we need to discuss that much more. We need to start finding out who these people are, who's cheerleading them, and hold these people accountable and say, why are you cheerleading disrespect, chaos, ignorance, destructiveness, and toxicity? Why are you, following someone who's disrespectful, dishonorable, and doing things that are toxic, with all these people that are trying to do something positive, you're ignoring them? Why is that? Why do people like toxicity? Of course, until the toxic sludge burns them. They love it when people get into a fight until, their grandma gets beat up, or their, cousin gets shot by accident. But people just love it. And it's people of all races who seem to gravitate towards this negativity and just being destructive and toxic. And we need to begin to hold these people accountable that are cheering these people on. Because if someone's running around doing pranks that are toxic and that's humiliating people and disrespecting them and making them feel bad or embarrassing them, then we need to hold these people accountable. Ordinary Extraordinary Brother. Peace.